Good morning and good afternoon. Namaskar. I, Awadesh Pandey, and along with me, Mr. Chauhan,
I'm
Chauhan sir, and welcomes you all for the very unique series, for the very unique talk that is the TED Talk. Here we are going to emphasize on be creative and be smart. And our purpose is that before entering the exam, as you said earlier, so there shouldn't be any kind of stress or tension in your mind, and for that this talk is there. Sir, do you want to say something?
Yeah. Basically, first paper has already done. Okay, but we got some call, and they have a confusion regarding the paper pattern. Sometimes they have a confusion about how to face the examination because they are very stressed. Okay, so we decided to talk on that. It will be 100% useful for everybody. Okay, so let's start.
Okay, sir, it is said that there is no substitution for hard work. But what's wrong if we add along with hard work the qualitative hard work? What exactly the qualitative hard work?
Yes. Basically nowadays there is a term. This is called as a smart work.
Okay.
Okay. So, but I think everybody use the word smart, but they never apply in their day-to-day life. So basically the three formulas everybody should remember. That is called as a RRR.
Triple R.
Triple R.
Okay.
Basically it should be read first. Then you have to recall.
Okay.
100% when you read, when you recall, some points are there you are missing. So then you have to go for revise.
Okay.
Okay. Then read, recall and revise. If you use the formula, definitely the syllabus of 10th standard, I think it's not too much. Okay. There is no need to take stress for 1 year. Okay. The students, obviously you people are very smart. Definitely within a 1 month you can face the problem, face the exam. But you have to focus on the qualitative work.
So it's all about the triple R formula.
Triple R formula.
Recall and revise.
Revise, yes.
But sir, now we are just at 11th hours. So is there any way that in such a little time, any method that we can score good marks?
If you ask me, very frankly, if you observed all the last 5 years question papers of boards,
Okay.
definitely about social sciences, they are going to ask the question from exercise. So most of the time student have confusion ki sir, is there need to go through all the lessons and all. Definitely it is important, but I think on the 11th hour that is important. Whatever you have read, you have to revise it, recall and revise. Okay, so go with only the important exercise questions. That is more than sufficient. Okay, and most of the question, if you observe it very carefully, repeated questions are there.
Okay.
So if you know this is an important question and it is asked twice or thrice, I think it is 100% sure the question is expected. So rather than wasting time on all other things, I think students should focus only on important questions.
Okay. Sir, you are valuing English board paper from English, and I am valuing geography for the last 10 years.
Yes.
Have you seen any specific pattern while writing the answer by the students, so-called students who comes in merit, or any specific paper?
100%, because your presentation matters a lot.
Okay.
How you are going to present
So the
your
underlying
paper.
part is the presentation.
Yes.
And sir is going to highlight that.
Yes. So what about the presentation? I think taking space of one line is not presentation. Okay. Most of the time student feel if we take a gap of one line and paper should be neat and clean. Okay, that is not going to matter. I think whatever the answer, specific answer. One example, if there is need to discuss the question, if word asks, make a verb chair.
Okay.
Whatever the 4 options are there, you must have to underline it
Properly.
Okay. And remember one thing, all these are the verbs. If asked for the noun, if asked for the adjective, that should be specific. No need to write any other words. Maybe sometimes students are mixing nouns with verbs. So it is obviously it is going to harm.
So be very precise
Yes,
while writing.
be precise.
Okay, so coming to our main topic, we are going to discuss about the social sciences,
Yes.
especially of history and geography. Is there any common error that students do commit while writing the paper in geography, especially of geography?
When you compare the paper pattern of history and geography, there is one question for true and false.
In both.
Yes, it's question number 7 in history.
Okay.
Okay, and if you go through question number 2nd or 3rd in geography. But the difference between both history and geography, in history, maybe the sentence is right. You have to write the reason why it is right.
Okay.
Yes. And
so along with correction, you have to write in one sentence why it is right.
Why it is right. And in history, you have to take one precaution. You have to write the statement, complete whatever given in the question paper, and then you have to mention that the above statement is right.
Okay.
Okay, and then go with 2 points which are valid to prove that the sentence are
right or wrong.
Right or wrong. Okay. But if you compare with the geography, in geography the paper pattern or the question supposed to ask in a different way. They ask the question, if it is right, no need to correct it. You have to write the sentence and just you have to write RIGST right. Okay, but if the sentence is wrong, then you have to make it correct why it is wrong.
There is a question in geography, that question number 6, to draw the graph, and there is some question based on that graph, and there is again or, and the graph is there. The student has to observe the graph, and then they were expected to write the answer or past question.
Yeah.
So which one should, as a student, I should prefer, the graph questions or the observation one?
Basically, I'll suggest students should, rather than, because geography paper definitely it will complete within 75 minutes. Okay. So you are getting 45 minutes extra.
Okay.
So I'll suggest, rather than question number 4, the question asks for observation.
Map
okay,
observation.
and you have to fill the map as well. So 5 options are there, and they are supposed to ask. They ask for 4. Okay. So I suggest everybody to attempt all the 5. Okay, because sometime there may be the error. And in question number 6, there is same suggestion from my side or advice from my side. You should solve both questions, A and B, because most of the time what I observed within the last 10 years, if question asks for life expectancy, and if there is a gap of 10 years, students are writing only 10. But the unit is not there. So if you are not supposed to write the unit, definitely you won't score the mark.
So it should be a long unit.
So these are
it is whether year, percent.
Yeah, percent, whatever. So you have to mention the unit. Okay. There is a confusion regarding the density of population.
Yes.
They never write. They write only 308 or 382.
Persons per.
Yeah, so PP, person per square kilometer. It is asked in square kilometer. So units are important.
Okay. That's okay. And one more doubt is about while writing the range, if any data range is asked, or students are most often they confuse while writing decade.
Yeah.
So what is expected in decade and range of data?
If question asks regarding the range, max and min, maximum and minimum, you have to make it.
They have to subtract
it, and then they have to write.
Okay.
But if information is regarding the years, they have to write units. Don't forget it. Okay. If it is about the percent, they have to. If about years, they have to mention about the years. Okay. So that is the thing which everybody should follow.
Is there any specific topic that students can prepare at this 11th hours in geography?
Yeah.
And even in history as well?
Yeah. So I'll definitely tell you about geography. Sir will tell you about the history. So lesson number 1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yes.
Geography.
Lesson number 1, field visit. Okay. Specific questions are there. Whatever question asks regarding the field visit, start with definition.
Correct.
This is the first
that
point.
Introduction.
Yeah, 100%. Second repeated question, they will ask for the questionnaire. But while framing the questionnaire, I think you already in English you know how to frame the questions. I think framing of question is important. Okay, and
that should be a thoughtful question.
Yes, and that should be regarding in a chronological order.
Okay.
So most of the time, students are supposed to ask what are the pollution precaution you are taking. I think it's not a first question.
Random choice of questions shouldn't be there.
Yes. So you have to start where it was established. Okay, who is the owner? Then how many workers are there? Are you using the labor tech intensive?
Waste management, environmental issue, how they solve.
So environmental issue must be covered.
Yes.
Okay, whatever the precaution you are taking for the laborers or workers, that should be care. Okay, then for the hygiene. Okay, that point should be covered, because if you are not going to cover all this point and you are asking simple question, I think these are not the questions.
So if they prepare first to fifth chapter,
so
certainly they will score 100%.
100%. Second lesson, if you think about, only 3 important questions are there.
Extent and
location and extent.
Correct.
Okay, that should be. And one more question, historical background. only 3 important questions are there. Okay, if you go with the physiography,
The entire chapter is important.
yes, that chapter is important. Without understanding physiography, I think you can't write any single question.
Correct.
So focus more on lesson number third and now lesson number fourth
and
fifth. Okay, climate is there, and one more thing. Whatever question asked regarding maybe India or Brazil, try to compare with both.
Okay. Because the
Yes.
design of textbook is in
Yes,
that manner.
because one thing, question asked the density of population is more in India. So students supposed to write no.
Only
In 2011 the population of India was 121 crore. Okay, and the density of population is 382 person per square kilometer. But he is not going to clear the answer because it has compared with Brazil. So you have to mention about the population of Brazil and the density of Brazil.
Correct.
Then it will be easy.
Good. Okay. And one more thing is about that is the question, brief questions.
Yeah.
Mainly 4-mark questions.
Yes.
And there is always a doubt in the mind of a student that how many points we should write.
Yeah.
Because content is sometimes it is more, sometimes less. So how many points are expected while writing the 4-mark questions?
Basically, if you have gone through last 5 years question papers, lesson number 1 I already told you.
Yes.
Lesson number 2nd 100%.
Correct.
Okay, they can ask the difference between longitudinal and latitudinal extent of India.
Okay.
One more thing, whenever question asks about location or longitudinal and latitudinal extent of India and Brazil, please follow the sequence. Your first point should be hemisphere.
Hemispherical
Yes,
location.
no,
Okay.
obvious India and Brazil. Then you have to go with the continent.
Continental
But in
location.
continent also, their location is different.
Okay.
Okay, if you think about India, India is in the southern part. If you think about Brazil, it is in a northern part. So that should be specifically cleared.
Yes.
Okay, then you have to go with the neighboring countries. Now there is a question, sir, no neighboring countries are there toward the east of Brazil. Okay, but the ocean is there now. So we can mention about it.
Yes.
Same thing about India.
Correct.
Okay, so you have to cover and then you have to go with the longitudinal and latitudinal
And that
extent.
should be correct.
But that should be correct.
Very correct.
Okay, 100%
Because
correct.
more emphasis will be
Yes,
given on that
100%.
longitudinal extent and
Yeah,
latitudinal
neighboring
extent.
countries sometimes they can, but
they
if
can.
you are making mistake in numbers, then
So
you,
it will
you,
not
you,
count.
you are not going to get total marks or full marks.
Okay.
That is important.
That's good.
Now we'll move toward history.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think about history, 100% there is a confusion among the students, sir, how to study.
This is a problem. The reason is very clear because it's a dry subject, and sometimes students they found difficult to memorize the words, the year, the date, and the problem with our book is there is no sequence, there is no storyline, and our brain is designed in such a way that it learns the incident and the stories and event in very right manner.
Okay.
So yes, of course, it's a difficult task to learn each and every line and to keep in mind, a difficult one, but there is no choice.
Okay.
They have to prepare the content, they have to learn, give extra time, effort for that. They can write down the point, they can discuss the point answers to their students, and as you said earlier, revise. Revision is the very key point or key aspects of learning history,
Okay.
as it of course applicable to all subjects, but mostly applicable in subject like social science.
Okay. So can you suggest which are the important lessons?
If we talk about important lesson, the very first chapter, lesson number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7.
Okay.
If the students in 10th standard, they prepare the very first 7 chapter from history and lesson number 1, 2 and 3 from political science, so certainly they are going to score 90 and above percent in history.
Okay.
100%. If suppose any extra question get asked, so it will be going to be excluded in the options.
Okay.
So if you are still not prepared, so I will suggest for the new one that they should more emphasize on the first 2 7 in history and the 1 2 3 in civics.
Okay. One more question. I have a doubt. The question which is asked in wrong pair.
Yes.
Is it expected from the textbook or from the exercise?
Wrong pair, mostly first of all students are expected that they should prepare all the questions from the exercise.
Okay.
And after that at least they should read the lessons for two reasons. Sometimes the concept chart and tabular question that is
Okay.
asked in paper,
Okay.
at least one question would be there that can be from inside the text.
Okay.
And like that, the same is applied to the identify the wrong pair. Out of 3, there will be one question that can be from the inside the text.
Okay.
What I think, whatever my experience is saying that. So along with reading the question answer from the exercise, preparing that, they should read once the textbook as well to get it.
And one more thing is there regarding means whenever you are solving the concept chart, is it compulsory to draw the diagram?
It is compulsory. One reason, because drawing the table or drawing the chart, it create a very good impression in the mind of viewer.
Okay.
Of course, you are going to get the marks for the right answer, but the impression matters a lot.
Okay.
Maybe if you are not drawing the chart, your half mark can be reduced, and you can't claim for that. That's why.
Fine. Okay, so thank you. I think definitely it will be helpful for the students, and I have also doubt regarding some questions. One more thing which I really want to suggest regarding geography. Question number 6, as we had already discussed, graph. But there is always confusion for most of the students. And remember one thing: when you are drawing, when you are going solving the question of graph, 2, 3, 4 points are important.
Okay.
Number 1, you have to write title.
Title.
So there is a confusion, sir. What is in title? Okay, already given in question.
Yes.
Already given in question.
Yes.
Okay, so what is title?
Like India literacy rate.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, like maybe the life expectancy of India and Brazil, whatever given. Then second, after that you have to mention subtitle. So what is
kind
subtitle?
of graph it is?
Yes.
What type of graph?
What type of graph? It
Whether
may be
line graph, simple bar graph.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then you have to remember one thing: x and y axis. Okay. X axis you have to go with the years, and you have to mention here years or whatever information given.
Correct.
And on y axis you have to mention, it may be export of
Whatever
import of India and Brazil,
percentage,
whatever given. That should be mentioned. Okay.
And
most of
unit. What about unit?
unit
Scale.
That is important on the right side.
Sometimes they write 1 centimeter is 10 unit. Is it right? 10
No, 10 unit. No. If it has asked for 10 percent or maybe 10 crore,
$10 million,
$10 million.
whatever.
So that should be that 1 centimeter.
Not
is
unit.
Yes.
Unit is not there.
Unit is not a word there. Whatever unit given, that must be mentioned there.
Okay.
That is more important. Because if you made mistake here, definitely for one mistake you have to lose your half mark.
Correct.
So title, subtitle and unit if you won't mention, you will score 1.5
And
mark.
one more thing, while students ask about where to draw the index, it is on the map or in
No, it must be only on map.
Okay.
If you, I think you know well, for students, already the space for the index is given on the map.
So strictly they have to draw on the map.
Okay, on map. Most of the time student have confusion. Sir, I have drawn on the answer paper. That is not going to consider. So these are the simple things everybody should remember.
Okay. In map they have to write the name also. Suppose they have to locate Delhi. So it's only to give symbol or to write Delhi after giving symbol.
Very good question, and I think most of the time it is confusing for everybody. So if it has asked the capital of India,
okay.
So you have to mention number 1, capital of India. Okay, you can write there Delhi, but number 1 if you mention for Delhi, no. So where you are drawing Delhi, okay, there should be only 1. There is no need to write the name of the place.
Okay.
That
so
is
name
more
of the
important.
place is not
Yes.
required.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not on map.
For that the marks can be reduced.
Yeah. 100%.
So that's all. I think that this talk is going to be very helpful for you people, and if it's going to get liked by you or whatever, so we are going to come with another such talk once again very soon.
So we are
Please give your comment.
We are expecting if you want to know about any question or any lesson which are the important question or maybe any doubts regarding the let's know in comment. Definitely we are ready to help. Okay, for all Maharashtrian students or for all the board students, okay, you are always welcome.
Very best of luck to you.
Best of luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.